UFC stuff happening on the YouTube here.
No,
One second.
I'm excited, because I'm wanting to.
Any other UFC fans? Not that this not really going to be the topic today, but are there any UFC fans out there? Because I guess UFC for the new year is the first fights back for 2025 will be this Saturday. I think they said, what did they say was UFC 311? I'm not sure. But it'll be fun. I know I'll be watching it. I'm always checking out all the UFCs. So if you're a UFC fan, drop it in the comments. But again, I'm back. Like I said, I'm going to be monetized this year. It's going to happen. It's my New Year's resolution. It's my goal. And it's a goal that I'm not giving up on. That's why I'm on here live again. This is my third time today. Okay? I've been live on here 3 times. 3 times. But I spread it out all throughout the day so we can reach all different people from around the world. You know what I mean? Because every time I come on here at these different times, it's always different people that join the chat. Why? Because people are on the internet at different times, and people are in different areas of the world. Okay? We've had people from Poland, Canada, USA, and I don't even know where else. India, and I think Pakistan, and I'm not sure where else. But if you're from another country or anything, just drop it in the comments. I love knowing these things, or the discussion chat, or the chat, I mean. Drop it in the chat. If you see me here right now, I'm Shaun Campbell 2.0. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, under Shaun Campbell 2.0. Okay, so it's easy to find. So whatever my handle is here on YouTube is the exact same handle of those other social medias. So go check it out if you're on there and add me or follow me or whatever you got to do to me. whatever that meant. And yeah, again, today, like always, I'm open to talk about anything fitness related, so we could go off topic. There's no real topic right now because this one is just like a little extra live I'm doing today. I didn't really set up an agenda to talk about because I want to talk about anything. Because the Workout Warrior, I just posted a new video today and I'm so proud of it, but it's not getting the traction that I want. Because the funny thing is, you do some crazy reaction video to some maniac celebrity or whatever, you get way more views than if you put together a really good content, positive video. That's the crazy part. That's what I'm learning here. If I do something about a celebrity or whatever the latest trend is that's going on right now, or whatever's in the celebrity news or the fitness news, if I do something on that, like gossipy stuff, drama stuff, I'll get, I was going to say 10 times the views. It might even be more than that, like 30 times the views and 30 times the watch hours and all that stuff. So the algorithm and YouTube and you guys, everyone really does encourage me to do that kind of stuff. So I'm probably going to do a lot of reaction videos, but I do like doing stuff that I'm passionate about. Like I did a big rant about my passion for the gym community and how we need to welcome others into the gym community. And sorry, I just had Diet Pop. Sorry, I haven't drank Diet Pop in a long time. So I ran out of Diet Pop, but I've just been drinking water all week because I just didn't bother going to get more. And then it turns out, when you haven't drank a diet soda in a long time, it makes you want to burp a lot. So I just had a big sip of one. And it's Diet Dr. Pepper. I freaking love Diet Dr. Pepper. I always get Diet Coke, but I like Diet Dr. Pepper. God, that stuff's good. But yeah, it does make you want to whatever. Let me read what's going on here. I'm a big joker. I don't even know what that means. Oh, you're a big jelker? I'm hoping a big jelker is not a bad thing. It probably is. And I just read out loud, so everyone knows I said out loud. Because I don't know what the word even means. It's probably some kind of like slang word that I'm not aware of. So I'm probably going to Google it later. Or if someone knows, drop it in the comments. Or if the guy who said it, if you know what it means, let me know what that means. Okay? Because I thought at first it said joker, but it said jelker. I don't know what that is. But anyways, thanks for stopping by, guy. I appreciate it. Because I need to, all the engagement I get helps me with the algorithm, helps me grow the channel, which is my goal, helps me become a YouTuber eventually, because right now I'm just a guy on YouTube. So I'm Shaun Campbell 2.0, a guy on YouTube. But once we get monetized, so I meet all the criteria that YouTube has for the creators to become monetized. Once I become monetized, I will be YouTuber Shaun Campbell 2.0. Okay? But that's once I'm monetized. I'm not monetized, so I'll take that. Let me read what I said. I think he told me what it means, and I'm afraid to read it. Okay, well, we're not even going to address this guy no more. So anyways, yeah, so I'm here. Like I'm in Toronto area. Like again, I'm Shaun Campbell 2.0. I want to talk about goal setting and reaching your goals, or how you guys are doing with your goals for 2025. And I'll give you a little update on my goals, because everyone knows, if you've been watching any of my lives or any of my videos or anything, you know that my goal. What's my goal? My goal is to be an official YouTuber, because right now I'm just Shaun Campbell, a dude on YouTube. My goal is to be a YouTuber, and my goal, to reach that goal, I must reach 4,000 watch hours, okay, of my videos within a year period. Okay, and then I must get over 1,000 subscribers. So I've done the over 1,000 subscribers. So thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Okay, I don't know where the subscribe is, but find a place to subscribe and subscribe to me on here. Check out some of my other videos. Maybe watch some of my other videos. Like and comment when you see my videos. If you see my shorts coming through your feed, just hit like on it. Maybe you make a comment. Give me a thumbs up, or keep up the good work or something. Just keep me motivated, because it's tough. Just like I'm sure you guys are having a tough time with your goals. So far we're doing really good with the goal. I've been on these live chats anywhere from 2 to 3 times a day, which is helping out immensely, that word they use, immensely, with my getting the subscribers. I've gotten a lot more subscribers. I'm getting views on videos. And yeah, and I put out a few videos. I just recently, as part of my goal, I just recently put out a really cool video about the gym community. And I went on a big rant about how people need to support others in the gym community. And it all stems from someone saying that older people and younger people should be separated in the gym, have different hours, time slots to work out, because the older people are just in the way, sitting on machines and staring at people. I went on a big rant about that. And it's worth watching, especially if you go to the gym, especially if you know someone's going to the gym, or someone wants to go to the gym. So anyone who wants to be a part of the gym community or is a part of the gym community needs to watch it, because the rant, I talk about everything, about how everyone's welcome, this, that, and the other, how this guy was out of place, out of line by saying this, and all that stuff, and how we need to welcome everybody. But it goes way more than just that, but it's a lot of fun. I got really into it. I got way more into it than I thought. I mean, like, as in with passion. I got more into it, and I said a lot more than I thought I was going to say. I thought it was going to be like a 5-minute video. Ended up being about a 14-minute video, but there's a lot of good stuff. So I didn't edit anything out, because as I was listening to him, like, this is all like cool stuff. But the only thing is, I just hope people get to hear the really cool stuff, because you got to get past 5-6 minutes into the video when the rant really starts. Because you know the rant kind of revs up, and it gets going and gets going and gets going. Near the end, I hit a peak. Like around 7-8 minutes, I hit a peak, and then we taper it off. But you got to get that far. But I think it's pretty engaging, and I think it's something that people will be interested in once they start watching the video. Because they start the video off just with a little clip of the fun stuff that happens later in the video. You know, people have like a little part just to get people's attention, where they're really going off for about 10 seconds, and then they go, "Hey, welcome to the video," and then they go into the video. I went with that kind of format on this, just so people can see the kind of passion that's about to come. So if you hang in the video, the passion just keeps going like this, going up and up and up and up and up. So it's a lot of fun. You got to watch it. It's in the thumbnail it says epic rant, and I'm talking about young. I think it says on the thumbnail it says old versus young. Then it says epic rant, and everyone belongs in the gym, or everyone, yeah, type thing, right? So go check that out. So my goals are going fantastic. I've got about 40 more subscribers since doing these lives, which is great, because I've done about, I think this is my number 24 live, and I've been doing this about 12 days, so we're doing about roughly 2 a day. But I was doing before, I was doing 1 or 2 or 3. But now I've been doing but lately, the last few, I've been doing 3 a day. So this might be like number 25 live or something. YouTube live number 25. Something like that. I'm Shaun Campbell 2.0 if you didn't know. That rhymes. So follow the YouTube because you got to help me out here, guys. You got to help me out. This is my practice also. Being on here right now, I get to practice. I get to practice my craft. I get to become a better entertainer. I get to come up with interesting topics. I get to hear your discussion or see your discussions. So I get to see what you guys are interested in. And then some of the questions actually trigger me to think a different way and come up with ideas what to talk about in future lives or on future videos. Because that epic rant that I went off on regarding young people and old people should be on separate time slots because they shouldn't be working out together because the old people are just in the way type thing. I went on a rant on live here. Okay, and that made me say, okay, this is actually something pretty powerful if I had this kind of reaction. So I sat down and did like a legit video with the camera and the microphone and blah, blah, blah. And then I had to edit it and put it up. I did very minimal editing though because I just started talking and went on and on for like 14 minutes. And I said, shit, this is some pretty solid stuff. So I did very minor editing, made a cool thumbnail and just put it up. So I'm hoping you guys enjoy it. So go check it out. Whew, you just gotta watch it. Just go check it out. That's all I'm asking. Please go check out some of the videos because I need to get the watch hours up. That's the hardest part, right? But once you get momentum, just like anything, you got to get momentum. You got to be consistent because consistency is key. That's with all your goals. That's with my goal. Whatever your goal is, consistency is what's going to get you there. And discipline. There's going to be times you don't want to do it because I know there's eventually going to be days. Like even today, I had a little bit of a struggle jumping on the live because I was at my buddy's gym and he was training some clients and he had the music playing and all this kind of stuff. So I felt a little weird because I'm so used to doing the comfort of my own home here, just with the camera playing. No one's here. I have no sound on. The TV's off. Everything's off. So there's no sound. There's no distractions. Just me yelling into a camera, right? So I was a little bit out of my comfort zone as far as taping for these lives because it was like, oh, I don't do it like this normally. And there's people here. And I'm walking around talking, and I feel kind of foolish at first, especially when you guys don't first pop on to the discussion chat. So I feel like I'm just yelling into a phone, and I feel awkward. But I got over it real fast. Because once you hit start, you're live, it's showtime, and you got to get over yourself. Because I don't want to start a live and then stop a live, because I'll feel like that's just weird. Because I want people to know if they see the live pop on, they know I'm going to be there and I'm going to answer questions and whatever, and I'm there for them, right? So as long as you guys are on here, I stay on here, right? So if questions keep coming in, people keep viewing, I just sit on here. The longest I've been on here is probably an hour and 10 minutes. The shortest is probably about 20-something minutes. I did one a little shorter when I very first started doing it because I didn't know exactly what I was going to use these lives for. Because I did a little interview with somebody that was at the flea market area that I was at, and he had a viral video on YouTube, so I just talked to him, a short little interview, and I made that a live. So that was something a little bit different, and typically my lives are about 30 to 40 minutes. My long ones are about an hour when things are really going well and we're really rocking and rolling here. People ask a lot of questions. I've been staying on for like an hour. So yeah. So if you have any questions, just drop it in. If you just want to say hi, say hi. Let me know where you're from. Drop it in down there. Let me know what your goals are and how they're going for 2025. And then also, if you're having any obstacles with your goals, drop it in here and we'll see if we can all discuss it and see what we can do for you. Because I feel like I maybe give you some bit of advice, especially if it's fitness related. But even if it's not fitness related, a goal is a goal, right? Consistency is key no matter what your goal. Discipline is key no matter what your goal. Motivation is going to fade no matter what your goal. Okay, let me read these things. You change it to Soph? Oh, so you're back. Hey, Soph. I'll call you Soph then. Why did you change it? And then someone says, does somebody in the window? I don't even know what that even means. Is there a reflection in the window? Well, Soph, it's good to see you here again. Soph, did you check out the video? Because I know you're a pretty loyal like follower here of mine so far. I have very little like loyal followers or people that I see on a regular basis, and you're one of them. So I'm happy to see you here. I just want to know if you've checked out the video where I do the epic rant and I go off on people about gym community and being supportive of each other and everyone belongs and all that kind of jazz. It's a fun video. So if you haven't checked it out, you don't have to check it out right this second, but go check it out. And the rest of you is in here. Go check it out. Just go to the page or go to my channel. And when you see the video, just play it, watch it, listen. You don't really have to even watch it. You can watch it for entertainment purposes if you just want to see me look like a fool. But it's what I say more that matters. And that's how most of my videos are. It's more my talking. So if you just want to listen to the videos as you're cleaning up around the house or as you're working out or as you're driving to work or driving back or you're on the elliptical, like I go on the elliptical, if you're doing some cardio, you just want to listen to it, feel free to listen to it. Or you're going for a walk, listen to it. Because the rant is something I want everyone to hear the whole entire thing. I think the biggest impact when you listen to the whole thing, because I pretty much address so many things, but I go on a rant where it just goes off, and I keep building up on it. It's almost like a steamrolling train, just keeps going, it keeps going, it gets faster, it gets faster, it gets faster, it gets faster. That's how my rant was going from the beginning. At the beginning of the videos, I started strong to show you. I took a clip from middle of the video just to give it 10 seconds of a strong rant. And then as I start the rant, it just keeps going like this, but it keeps slowly going up till it peaks, right? So you got to keep on listening because it gets better and better as it goes, right? That's why I didn't want to. I was trying to edit it and make it shorter, but I said, you know what? I like the build up. I'm a little concerned that people aren't going to follow it through long enough to feel the build up and hear the good stuff. You know what I mean? Like when it gets real fun. And I say some really cool stuff. Like I say some stuff that's so true. But anyways, yeah. So Soph, let's read what you got to say here. I'll watch tomorrow. That's cool. My friend got me another person confused with the same name. Oh. Okay, I see what you're saying. You didn't get any notification from my video. That's bullshit. I don't know how the notifications work. Did you click on, I hear people always say, click on the notifications. I don't even know what that even is because I've never clicked on notifications. Okay, so I don't even know what that even is. But if you clicked on notifications, but anyways, yeah. You got to check it out. No, I'm not that high up. I'm on the 9th floor. It's in a condo building. It's just that there's so many condos around me. When I first moved out here, like right after COVID, like basically I moved here during COVID. You know, people, like shit went down during COVID. So I used to have a house and blah, blah, blah. But that's a whole nother story. I'll talk about that story another time. Once I get a better following and people really want to know about me. So anyways, I used to have a house and I sold it and got a condo because it basically had to downsize, not by choice. Because shit hit the fan during COVID for what I do for a living. I run fitness events, so all venues were closed for like 2 years. So it was really tough to make a living. Okay, so yeah. So I didn't have a backup plan, sold my house, and now I'm in a condo. But we know what? We're going to rebuild this shit. We're rebuilding myself. I'm rebuilding my confidence, blah, blah, blah. We're getting back there, okay? We're getting back. So yeah, I'm in a condo and I'm on the 9th floor, okay? Yeah, I think that was it, the 7 hours ago video. Yeah, it was probably around 3:30 or so. Yeah, because I wanted to bang it out before I left the house. So yeah, it was around 3:30. So 3:30 my time, Eastern time. So it was 7 hours ago. So yeah, the last video was 7 hours ago because I uploaded it before I went to my friend's gym. And then I did a live over there. So if you see a video that's a live video, that's from his gym. But that's nothing really that exciting. It's more me just talking away about training chest and blah, blah, blah. But the video I really want people... No. I'm not in Florida. I'm in Toronto, Canada. Toronto, Ontario, Canada. So I'm a Canadian. Well, I'm just outside Toronto to be exact. But it's easier especially for people that aren't from here that just say Toronto. I'm getting really used to wearing these glasses, even though these are dollar store glasses. Like like $1.99. They're 3 times magnification. They're just for reading small text. But that's kind of getting me to feel the feel of wearing them. And when I look at myself, I don't even mind the look. At first, I hated it a lot, but I'm getting used to it. Like if I actually had prescription, whatever you call these glasses, and I got this kind of cool vibe, it might even work for me. Do they work good? Yeah, they work great for reading text because basically my only issue is reading small text. Like if I take these off, I can't read any of this chat, or I can't read the text on my phone. And now it's even get to the point where I can't really read. Like say if I'm doing editing or something on my computer, I need this on. Like anything that I need is to see fine details and small text. Like if I look around the room, everything looks just fine. But if I go to read this, I can't make out this text at all. If I'm driving my car, everything looks totally fine. Like I can read everything on the dash totally fine, but anything on it's the text or reading. If I'm reading something on a piece of paper, I have a hard time. I can't see that very good either. So it's any type small text. Basically, small text is my issue. And it's funny that you said "wow" because that is "wow" because "wow" stands for Workout Warrior. Because I was actually thinking, and that's what this is, Workout Warrior. So I was actually thinking of making an acronym, just call it WOW, and then somehow incorporate, because it's very easy to remember, and it might be a good marketing thing for the Workout Warrior in the future, like on logo, just like WOW. But I don't know if that would work, because what does WOW even mean, right? Well, thanks, Soph. You mean I looked at glasses, the cheap, the $1.99 glasses on, or the $1.99 glasses off? What are you guys thinking here? I don't mind the $1.99 glasses. The more I'm seeing them in pictures, I don't mind it. I will have to one day get used to it based on this. I feel like over time, it's going to be one of those things that I may have to start wearing these more often than not, if that makes sense. And then when it gets to that point, I'll get something a little more stylish, and I'll get something that's actually prescribed, not a dollar store or Dollarama glasses, right? Well, thanks for being nice. I don't even. I was gonna say guess, but I don't even want people to guess because if you say the wrong thing, you might hurt my feelings. But I'll tell you. Oh, sorry. I'll tell you, mate. I'm 53. 53 years old. I try to keep in shape. Try to keep healthy. Try to keep fit. Yeah. So I'm 53. So I've got a lot of experience in this fitness industry. I've done a lot of things. I've been to a lot of gyms over a lot of years, okay? So when I talk about gym community and all that kind of stuff and motivation and how to stay motivated to go to the gym, I know what I'm talking about because I've been through all the phases. Like I've been through the phase where you have a hard time getting in the gym. Now I'm at the phase where I'm considered older and I still hitting the gym. Still hitting the gym hard, still healthy, still mobile, still whatever, still feeling good. Yeah, no aches and pains. I'm totally rocking and rolling in the gym, hitting it hard. Are you feeling any pain? No. Or like extremely healthy. I guess I'm extremely healthy. Then I better knock on wood. Is that what they say? Like when you say something, you don't want to jinx it, so you knock on wood. There's wood. No, I'm just joking. No, I'm pretty healthy. I take care of myself. Obviously, I'm flexible with my approach to everything. I'm flexible with my approach to working out. I'm flexible with my approach to the dieting and stuff. Like, you got to be flexible because you got to have a balanced life. If you don't have a balanced life, then we got a problem, right? Because you don't want to be that guy. Oh, Shaun only eats good food. Shaun only does this at the gym. Shaun so structured, so regimented, so boring, right? I'm flexible. Like I've had a chocolate bar today already, a couple cookies. Then I had some good meals. Then tomorrow I'll probably try to be as clean as I can all day because I usually will do that if I eat more junk stuff than normal. I'll try to clean up really good the next day. So I'll try. We'll see what we do. Because my goal is always the 80-20 rule when it comes to my diet, right? Like try to eat good most of the time, and then if you crave a chocolate bar, I had a Snickers bar. If I crave a Snicker bar, I have it. The problem is when you eat a Snicker bar, then you have some ice cream, then you go to McDonald's, then tomorrow you do the same thing, then it all adds up, and then you're going down a slippery slope, right? But if you're just doing everything in moderation, you can pretty much get away with anything. If your overall health, your overall working out, your overall diet, and all that's good, but every once in a while you do other things, you will be fine. You will be fine. It's not the end of the world. A chocolate bar is not going to sabotage you. A chocolate bar every single day may not be a good idea, right? It might add up, or maybe not. Because it's all about calories in, calories out as well. Everyone has different metabolism as well. Everyone has a different lifestyle, how much calories they burn off, all that stuff, right? But ideally, you don't want to eat a chocolate bar all the time, right? So where are we at here? I always eat chocolate. I love freaking chocolate. Like that's my weakness. So if I have chocolate around the house, I'll tend to eat it a lot, if that makes sense, right? Like if I have, like big chocolate bars, if I have a couple big chocolate bars just sitting in the fridge, I will eat them both like in one sitting. I just grab them. I'll grab one, I'll eat it, and then I'll want more and I'll finish it. That's why you set yourself up for success by not having junk food around the house if you know you can't stop yourself. Like if I know I have a weakness for chocolate bars, I do not have chocolate bars in the fridge. And right now, well, I don't think there might be a little bit of chocolate in there, but I didn't buy any chocolate bars to put in the fridge. Anything you do, you just don't do it there, right? I'm not retired, no. But I do work, I am self-employed person. Like I don't work for nobody. So it's all on my shoulders whether I have money coming in or don't. So it's almost like my schedule. If I don't want to work and make no money, I can sit around and not work and make no money, right? So I'm not retired, but I'm also not working for the man, if that's what they said. Isn't that the saying? He's working for the man. Okay, what's the other question I saw here? Okay. Do you know who Rich Panara is? Do you mean that guy that was all jacked up that died? Rich. I'm saying it wrong. I don't think Panara is the name, but it's something like that. But maybe it's just spelt a little different. Panera or something. I know who you're talking about. Yeah. He was a guy who was all syntholed up arms. He was just gigantic. Yeah. Like huge. Like he's probably 300 pounds. I never really watched him on videos and stuff, but I heard he was like pretty good on the videos and he's really engaging and people were interested in watching him and stuff. So you eat chocolate, but you're also skinny and have abs? How old are you, Soph, by just ask? Since you asked me, Jesus Christ. I know it's rude to ask a woman how old she is, but not when they ask you how old you are. If they lead with the question, I can ask it back, right? But I know you're in a chat here, but no one knows who you are. So how old are you? And I'm terrible at opening these things. What? Under 18? I thought I was talking to someone. Oh my God. Well, then of course you're like, you can eat chocolate. At that age, when I was that age, under 18, I was eating all kinds of chocolate, you know what I mean? I'm not going to ban anybody. I don't think I have that'd be for YouTube to do. Like, anyone who wants to come on here and talk fitness, I'm open for fitness. It's all about inspiring and motivating the youth also, right? Because we all start somewhere. I was working at the gyms probably around 16 years old when I started getting into health and fitness and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so definitely get on here and talk health and fitness. So I know their name Richard Piana or whatever his name is. So who else? Where is everyone from on here? Because how come it's only Soph that's doing all the talking on here? Let's get some more people talking. Let's talk. Let's talk goal setting. What are you guys doing what are your goals and how are they going? My goal, like I just already said a minute ago, or a couple minutes ago, my goal is to become an official YouTuber. And in my eyes, a YouTuber means that I've reached a certain standard when it comes to, I have to reach a certain eligibility. So I have to have a certain amount of watch hours, and I have to have a certain amount of subscribers. Then once I get all that, I'm eligible to be monetized. Because for me, when I'm monetized, that will be when I'm officially a YouTuber in my eyes. And I want to be a YouTuber, and I want to be a YouTuber bad because I talk about it every bloody year that I'm going to be a YouTuber. This is the year I'm going to do it. Okay? So keep following on this journey here because it's going to happen, and I'll let you know when it happens. But we're not there yet because I have to get the momentum going. So we have to get videos going. We have to get people subscribing. We got to get people watching. We got to get people checking out the videos, engaging in these chats, engaging on the videos especially. Because the videos that are on my channel, right, we got to get those moving. Oh, yeah. But the live chats are helping out dramatically, okay? So I've gotten probably about 40 new subscribers in the last, 12 days since I've been going live. So every time I ask, it sounds cheesy. Can you make sure to subscribe? All that cheesy stuff I say. But when I say it, people are actually subscribing. So it's working because people I think feel like they want to help me on this journey. I'm letting you be a part of the journey. Well, I'm at about, because I have to get 4,000 watch hours. But I think once momentum starts, they start adding up quickly. Because it just starts going because right now we're going slow. We're building. But as we get building, just like when you roll a snowball down a hill, a snowy hill, right? It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. That's what we're doing here. And so the more hours, the more people we get subscribing, the more people we get watching, the more people we get talking, then we eventually get there. We will get there. I just don't know when. When it does happen, because right now I'm at about over a 365-day window, because what it means is basically they take from whatever the day of the day is, a 365 back. And then as soon as they get to a 4,000 watch hours within that time period, you will become monetized, okay? Or you're eligible to be monetized. And I don't know what the steps are from there. I don't know if they can deny you or whatever it means. But if I get well over 4,000 and I get well over the 1,000 subscribers, which I am well over, we're getting close to 2,000 subscribers, which is awesome. When I get well over the 4,000 watch hours, I will for sure be eligible and I'll for sure meet the criteria and we'll make it happen. I just don't know when it's going to be. So right now, from today, 365 days back, I'm at about 1,450 watch hours. But I have to be 4,000. But that's not... It seems crazy, but I think once momentum starts happening and people get watching videos, watching shorts, watching lives, I think all the hours just start adding up real fast. But it's all about consistency, momentum, and I guess support. Okay, I'm going to start. Exactly, people. Please start chatting. Gosh darn. It's a weird night tonight. It's more just me and Soph chatting here, but I'll chat with you. I'm going to read it now. I'm confused. More people in here just listening to our conversation. Yeah, the people are just listening, but that's fine. I would like people to start talking, but shit, that's fine. Yeah, I have a balcony. I'm on the corner, so the condo when you're on the corner where it's the bigger condo or whatever. You just got the perfect view of everything, and I'm facing the downtown area, so I'm seeing all the buildings, all the lights. I see there's a Christmas tree across the street. I don't know if you can see. Whatever. Is there a Christmas tree in there somewhere? What's that redness? Is that Christmas tree? That would be the Christmas tree, the red over there. And I can see the Y from here because I can see the people playing basketball from here. Well, if I have binoculars. Let's just say I don't have binoculars. Do I have binoculars? I don't know. But anyways, yeah. So yeah, I'm on the corner. And I got one of those balconies that wrap all the way around. So both bedrooms have balconies. The main one here, and then it's a wide balcony. I don't even go out there as much as I should, but it's one of those wrap-around balconies. It goes all the way around, right? So I got a good view. It's cool for the summer and all that kind of stuff. And I got a good view where I can keep everything open. Oh, I'm just trying to... Yeah, another thing I learned, guys, from doing the live, not to hold the phone. Before I was holding like a selfie the whole time, so it's like my shoulder would be burning. Just imagine if you hold your arm up for a long time. Just imagine, everyone takes a selfie. We all know what a selfie's like. Just imagine taking a selfie and holding it there for almost an hour. Like, even if you're moving around a little bit, but you're still holding your hand up. Like, my shoulder was starting to burn. I was actually getting a sore shoulder. Then I realized, oh shit, I got one of these tripod things. the ones that have the bendy arms, so you can set it down wherever you want, and you can even wrap it around a pole. So I got one of those. Well, it's like this. I might as well just show you, right? One of these kind of things, and you put your phone in there. You know these ones where it's all bendy, and you can adjust where the phone attaches to, where however you want. So I got one of those. Let me put it back, because I don't want to hold the phone. Holding the phone really sucks. So yeah, we're back. The tattoo says warrior. And I got a lot of tattoos. Maybe one day when I'm feeling like pumped. Because I'm waiting for the day when I'm feeling pumped. Because I don't want the pressure of having to feel pumped. Because you think too much about that kind of stuff. But yes, it's warrior. But you're probably going to see a reverse image because the way the camera is, right? But anyways, that lettering is warrior. And then up here I got something that wraps around my arm. And then the other one I got pictures of warriors. Not that you can really even see it. I'm not doing any justice here. And whatever, you get the idea. One day. But if you, like I said, if you go back at other videos, I've got stuff up there where I'm wearing tank tops and blah, blah, blah. And even in the thumbnails, I'm wearing tank tops and stuff. So you can see the tattoos. Okay, let me read some chats. I actually see some stuff happening here. This is what we like to see. So if you got things started by telling people to start talking. Okay, what's the tattoo say? Warrior. It's snowy here. Oh, is it? Okay. We had snow here a little while ago. It's not too bad right now. I don't know where these guys are from because that looks like a different language. And they say they're gay, which is fine. Fitness don't discriminate, guys. So come on here. We don't mind at all. Like I said, at gym community, we welcome everybody. And I really preach that. No matter what your goal is, no matter what your lifestyle is, you're 100% welcome in the gym community or the Workout Warrior community or on my channel. So come on down. Condo tour. Okay, we'll do that another time because I didn't have time because I'm one of those guys that has to if I know say if I know someone's coming over, like say someone's coming over, I hate when people just show up. I like to know because I always like to tidy up. I always feel like I want to be prepared and tidy up. I hate that when someone just shows up. So if I go give you a tour right now, that's like just showing up. So I'm not prepared at all. I don't have things cleaned up the way I'd want to show it. So one day I will do a condo tour. Once we get busier shit happening here and I get more of a following and then people get to know me a little bit more personally and all that kind of stuff, stuff like condo tours will be fun. Like let people in, tell me some more personal stories, whatever it is, like about my life or what things that have happened in my life or whatever experience that I've been through. Like I would love to get into all that, but right now I basically have, well, to be honest, I have like one person on here who's interested in what I have to say. So I want to share that to a bigger audience. That sounds funny, right? Trans fats and the carbohydrates? We just want to eat healthier fats because I guess they just don't digest well and all that kind of stuff. Carbohydrates are not a bad thing. It's just the excess carbohydrates because that tends to be what people eat most excess of, right? And that might store as fat or whatever because any extra calories will store as fat, right? So if your body's not burning it off, if it's not required, because it basically comes down to calories in, calories out. You could eat more carbs if you eat less proteins, less fats. It's about the overall calorie count and also your body. Some people just burn off calories like it's nothing, or they have a lifestyle where they burn off a lot of calories. If you're a runner or something, geez, you need a lot of carbs because carbs is energy. So carbs isn't a bad thing. I'm just not too up to date on my trans fats and stuff. I used to keep the healthy fats on, so I don't know real explanation on that one. But healthy fats are good, like almonds, avocados, even the egg yolks. You know what I mean? The yellow of the eggs. There's nothing wrong with those. Because studies are now showing that's where all the nutrients and all the good stuff about the egg is right there. Because the white part doesn't have much stuff happening, just a little bit of protein, right? But that yellow, that's the golden stuff. That's why it's yellow. So you want to eat some whole eggs for sure. And if you have a busy lifestyle where and you're very active, eating a bunch of carbs is not a big deal. It's just we don't want excess carbs, but we also don't want excess protein. We also don't want excess fat. We don't want excess calories, right? So, yeah. Where is everybody? I've been on here. My phone's starting to die, but I'm hanging in there because it said 10%. I don't know how much longer that means. I could, if I really had to, go get the charger and plug it in and just sit close to a charger and talk. Because I know I do that. People always say, don't plug in your phone and talk on it at the same time. But I do it all the time. If I have to. Because now that I'm doing all these freaking lives, and now that I'm obsessed with YouTube, also I'm on the phone a lot. I'm checking all my analytics, like, oh, how many views did I get? How many of this did I get? What's my watch hours at? How's that video doing? I'm gonna post another short. I'm gonna post this short. I'm gonna make a short into an Instagram Reels, and I'm getting a little bit obsessed. I don't want to burn myself out because I'm almost too obsessed. Like I'm on here, like I said, I do 3 lives a day, and I even made a video today. And then I've also been checking YouTube all day, and then I've been checking Instagram. I've been even on TikTok. I'm on TikTok too. Who's on TikTok? If you're on TikTok, go find me there. It's Shaun Campbell 2.0. This is the exact same handle I have on YouTube. Is the exact same handle I have on TikTok, and the exact same handle I have on Instagram. So if you guys want to add me there, or even Facebook, the exact same handle. So it's Shaun Campbell 2.0. The very same one you'll see here. So just look what it says there and just find me on those other social medias if you're on those, and add me there as well, because we gotta get the word out. Because my goal, like I said, is to become a YouTuber, which also means I would be what you'd consider a influencer and slash entertainer, because there's definitely an entertainment element to all this. As you'll see when you look around YouTube, there's a lot of drama, there's a lot of skits, there's a lot of stuff. People are entertainers, right? If you're just someone on there talking, that's pretty boring. So every once in a while, you got to be a little bit over the top on stuff. You got to have a little bit stronger of a point of view than you normally would. You got to be a little extra. Okay? And I'm learning that. I got to be a little extra. Can't just be sitting here saying the same old stuff and blah, blah, blah. So every once in a while, I got to do a little bit of extra stuff. Yeah, thanks. Now you can hear me, right? Like, how did I do that? I don't even know how to make that thing disappear. But you can hear me now, right? Oh my God. Thanks for telling me that, though. Because I've seen people do that before, and I don't know. I'm like thinking, how the hell did you do that? I think when I unhooked the phone, I probably just muted myself. Oh my God. That's why, thanks for telling me that, because obviously when I grabbed the phone, I was moving it around, I pressed something. Maybe that's why no one's talking. They're like, shit, the guy's there, but he's not even talking. If I was interesting enough, or I was well-known enough, I could literally just, like, if you're a celebrity or something, they can literally just turn the phone on and not say a word, and people are just going to watch them. Like, that's a weird thing, but people do it. It's the voyeuristic tendencies of us. And plus, especially if it's someone people are interested in, right? People will just sit there and watch them. Like, I could literally just turn this on, not talk to you guys at all, but just start watching TV. Like, say you're watching TV, and maybe itch my nose, go get something to eat. People would watch, and I don't have to even engage with you whatsoever. And then you get so much watch time and views and all that kind of stuff and subscribers just for sitting there because you're someone that people know who you are, right? That's wild. Or even, yeah, it's weird. And I've even seen people that weren't even famous, like I think on TikTok or something, and they'll just keep it running, and you'll look in, and there's like no one even in the room, but you see that there's people actually watching. It'll be just an empty room, but the guy will come in the room every once in a while, the girl or whoever it is, but it's nothing even serious. They're not even doing anything crazy. They're just literally or it's watching them sleep. That's the funny one I've heard too, or seen. I haven't really seen it, but you hear of it, that they literally have it playing while they're sleeping, and people actually watch them sleep. It's bizarre. And you know what it is? They'll get watch time, they'll get monetized, because they actually they got people actually viewing. Because it's all about viewing, right? So if you sat there and watched one of my videos all the way through, that's a view, and I get a watch time of say if it's a 10-minute video, I get the 10-minute watch time. So if I got a live video like right now, and if someone's on there the whole entire time, and I stay on there for 8 hours, I just ramped up a lot of views, and we got hundreds of people sitting on it for 8 hours. I would get like 8,000 views, or 800, whatever, but you know what I mean. You get the idea. But I get like thousands of views, thousands of watch hours just by doing some weird live where I'm sleeping. It's a wild world we live in, and these guys become like famous and stuff. It's a wild world. Okay. Sam Sulik, yes, I have. Okay, it makes me feel like people. Yeah, Sam Sulik is cool. Well, he's not cool. I don't know him personally, but it's not necessarily cool that he's all jacked up and juiced up and stuff. That's not necessarily cool, but it's cool his whole vibe and how he makes this work and how he makes it seem so effortless, because people think, oh, it's so simple what Sam Sulik's doing. He's just taping it and this and that. There's probably way more to it than what we think, but he does it. He has it very simplified. Like, he'll do a full 1 hour video and people will watch the whole 1 hour. And not just a bunch of people, like hundreds of thousands of people. And some of his videos are even like in the million, right? And he puts a video out almost either every day or almost every day. And he gets that kind of viewers, and in their hour-long videos. And he's just talking about basically his workouts. It's wild. It's just wild how it works out for some people. And then people think that everyone's going to be rich, we're all going to do that. But no, for some reason, some people have that thing that it just works. And he's that guy. It's working. He's just interesting, I guess, because everyone has that. I guess he has the it factor. The fact that you say you know who he is, that's wild. Yeah, I saw that he cut his hair, and he's even saying something about he wants to grow it back because people are giving him a hard time about it. But I think he cut his hair just because also, if he goes with the same stick he's got going on, or the same thing what he's promoting, it's going to get boring over time, right? You can't just watch that year after year after year. He's got to change things up. So he's got to maybe do some collaborations or cut his hair. So he changed his look. And that's why he does the bulk and the diet. So people have different, because people like to follow a journey. So he creates a journey every time. Like, no, I'm bulking. No, I'm cutting. He said his next journey is going to be, he's going to do a competition, because he's got to change things up, right? So if he's actually going to compete, now he's got another journey to follow. And then you can tape him at a show and all this kind of stuff. Tape him practicing his posing, tape him getting ready, prepping for a show. And then also when he cuts his hair, that changes things up. And then maybe he goes on. Now he's doing a little bit of the circuit of YouTube interviews and stuff, right? That changes things up too. Gets him out in front of different people. Whatever he's doing, he must have a team around him or something, because they're doing some smart moves. He's doing a really good job of just keeping it seeming like it's very simple. And even he talks like it's very simple, but you don't get 1 million views by being very simple, right? There's some strategy he's got going down. You know what I mean? Like, there's something. He's got something. I don't know. Canada's good, I guess. I don't know anything different. I guess I would love to be somewhere where it's hot weather all the time. We don't have that in Canada. Like, where I'm here, we have all the seasons, right? Spring, summer, fall, winter, all that kind of jazz, right? So we can go from like a really nice summer hot days to really cold winter days, like we're in winter now, right? So, but then some people say if you don't have the seasons, you miss the seasons. If to people that moved, What? So in Missouri, you have seasons and stuff? So I think you were saying it was snowing there. So you have seasons just like here. I don't even sure where Missouri is. I recognize the name totally. I was born in Canada. I was born probably close to where I am now, right? Like all the places I've lived have all been within like a few hours of each other. Like so, I've lived in this little area like all my life, right? So I was born in Ontario, Canada. I am not American at all. I wonder if my phone. Okay, we're at 50 minutes. I've been on live. I think just to be cool, I should make it to the 1 hour mark. Just set a new goal for myself as we're going. But I'd love to get to talk about something to do with fitness. not necessarily fitness. I like talking to you, so don't worry. Nothing to do with fitness. I just mean like I want to get my followers in here. Yeah, people start talking. I don't have there's not a lot of people on there. I can see how many people are viewing it. There's not a lot. There's only like a couple people viewing it at this very second. There's been times where we've had like a lot of people viewing it and a lot of people talking. But today's been a weird day all day, actually. All 3 times I've been on here have been a little quieter. But this is the most quiet one of them all. But the other ones were a little bit quieter too. But this one tonight is definitely the quietest. But I'm also on here a little bit later than usual because for me it's 11 p.m. Eastern time here. Yes, because you joined, you scared them away. You changed your name on your profile and it scared people. They're like, why did you do that? Oh my God. I don't know what that means. Yeah, so if anyone's new on here, they're seeing me on here, make sure to subscribe because the goal here, what you're going to help me out with is I'm growing this YouTube channel because I want to go from being the guy on YouTube to being a YouTuber. And to me, a YouTuber means that I've met the criteria, that the standard that YouTube has to make me eligible for monetization. So when I monetize is when I'll feel like I'm really a YouTuber. Even if I'm only making 1 cent a month, to me that's monetization because that's the start. Now we're into the making the money. 1 cent is where you start from, right? So even if I make the first check, I can't wait till I get the first check or whatever, the first payment from YouTube. That's my goal. You know, people put up that plaque where they have like that thumbnail plaque where they celebrate that they've got either 100,000 views is I think the first one. And then they got the next plaque, there's 1 million views and they all show it off and they're all proud. I'm going to have a check for like $5.96 or whatever it is as my first ever YouTube check, meaning that the first time I was ever monetized, meaning the first time I became an official YouTuber. I'm going to frame that son of a bitch. I'm going to put it up on the wall and I'm going to like show that off just like these people show off those thumbnail plaques. Because I've never seen anyone show off their first check plaque. Like I'm doing that. I'm making a plaque of my first check. They probably won't give you, because nowadays they probably don't get a check. It's probably some kind of electronic payment, right? But when I get it, I'll know what the amount is, and I'll just either create it myself or have someone create it, like a check for that same amount. So if I get like a transfer to my PayPal account or whatever for $5.65 as my first ever monetized, like for first ever payment from YouTube, I will make a fake check out of that. Like it looks like they wrote me a check from YouTube and the date on it that it was, and I'll put it up on the wall. That I'm looking forward to that day. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be this year sometime. I just don't know when. Because every time I refresh, every day that goes by and they refresh my watch hours, so they refresh every, like right now it's only showed me up to like January 3rd or something because it's not quite caught up. Because it takes a few days for it to catch up to the watch hours and all that stuff. So every day it refreshes with the new update. It's always more. So we're moving up. So when I get to that 4,000 number, I'm eligible for monetization. Then I just wait to see when I'm monetized. Then I think the following, starting from then, you start getting checks or whatever. However they do it, but you start getting paid. because they show ads on your stuff, and then when they show ads, instead of just showing ads randomly and I don't get nothing for it, I'll actually get a percentage of whatever they make from these ads, right? So you become like a partner with YouTube, basically, right? So you become an ad partner. So the ad revenue, you share it with YouTube. Once you prove to them that you're a legit creator, right? And then in my eyes, I'll be a YouTuber. When I start sharing in on the profits of their ad revenue, whatever do the profit sharing of the ad revenue, however you want to word it, then I'll be a YouTuber. So what we got down here? I would go for the pump for sure, because a pump kind of means that you're getting the muscles really working, right? And you go to failure, you go to like positive failure, you go to you can't move it no more. You don't have to kill yourself and then start using sloppy form and all that kind of stuff. But if you're just doing health and fitness, you don't have to go and take every set to failure and all that stuff. You just got to push your body past the comfort zone, right? But if you want to add muscle size and stuff like that, you might want to push it to failure and really put in a lot of effort, because you want to go past whatever the comfort zone, right? But if you're just trying to be fit and healthy, you can just push it till it starts till you feel like you really worked the muscle pretty good. Then you can stop. You don't have to, like they say, rate of perceived exertion. You can basically go to like an 8. So if 10 means you couldn't done any more reps, then 8 kind of means you could have maybe done 2 more reps if you had to. So just for general health fitness, if you go into a rate of perceived exertion of like 7 or an 8, you're fine. But if you're trying to put on muscle mass and size and strength and all that kind of stuff, you might shoot for a 10 all your sets, but you don't have to go really past that. And a pump's a good indicator that you're actually working the muscle good. It also means if you're getting a pump, means you've actually got a good mind-muscle connection. You're actually feeling the muscle work, right? So if your biceps feeling pumped, or your delts or your pecs or your quads are feeling pumped, it means you're really working the muscle group that you're targeting, right? Okay, so you do a set of an exercise, and you do a certain amount of reps, and you feel you can't do any more, and you stop. But then 6 minutes later, you mean, like after you're rested, you feel nothing? Yeah, the pump will fade away. Yeah. So you got to, but if you and your body will recover a lot within 6 minutes. You don't want to take. That's why between sets, say if you do 10 reps, curls. And then you rest maybe about a minute, and then you do another 10 reps. Then you rest a minute and do another 10 reps. There's your 3 sets of 10, right? With enough rest just to recover, but not to let the pump totally go away. Like the blood flow is going all away from the muscle because it's basically totally recovered. You could do that all day. What I just did, or with a 6-minute rest. Well, you want to choose a weight that you couldn't do all day. You want to choose a weight that you did 10 and then you took a minute rest. If you actually probably would have a hard time getting 10 again, then take a rest. And by the time you do it again, you probably get like 8, because you're going to be more and more fatigued every time you do it, right? So you want to have a weight that's challenging. If you could do it all day, the weights, you're not pushing yourself hard enough. It's way too easy. Like when a workout's done, you want to feel like, holy shit, that was tough. You want to feel like you did something, like you couldn't have done it all day. So whatever it is, you're not challenging yourself hard enough, because you shouldn't be able to do it all day, if that makes sense. And if you can do it all day, shit, you should be running. You should be in the what are those things, like the CrossFit games and all that kind of stuff, because these people got good endurance and strength and all that stuff. So maybe you're gifted. You should be doing CrossFit games or Ironmans, like, or triathlons. Like, these are people that got good muscle endurance and good strength and good stamina and all that kind of stuff. Like basically the endurance sports. So if you can do it all day, you got good endurance. All I have is 2 times 10 dumbbells and 2 times 25s. Okay. Yeah, that's a tricky dilemma you're in, right? When the 25 is too heavy, but the 10s are too light. So what do, right? You could grab the 25 like this and curl it, right? Because just grab the outsides of it and curl it. You could do something like that. Or use it for the big muscle groups. Like if you're doing a squat, just hold the 25, hold it with two hands and do your squats, stuff like that, right? Basically, I could make those work if you had to. I just don't know exactly what you're doing with them and exactly what your strength is and all that kind of stuff. But you could make that work. It's not ideal because you want to have more variety than that. See, it would be nice if you had another set of, well, obviously you'd want two sets of two 10s, two 15s, two 20s, two 25s. That's ideal. But if you don't have it, you got to make it work, right? So, do you have any bands? You know those bands, like cables, where you kind of do the curls and it's like a rubber band? If you have any of those, you could. Best way to get stronger with pull-ups is do pull-ups. That sounds so funny. So if you have access to a pull-up bar, do you have access to one? If you do have access to one, maybe stand on a chair so you can get yourself up to this position and then step off the chair and lower yourself down slowly. Because that way you don't have to worry about pulling yourself up, but you still have to hold your weight and you work on lowering yourself down. So you let yourself drop down. And that way you're still building strength because your body's trying to hold itself there and lower yourself down. And then you step back up on the chair again, then lower yourself down. Step back up on the chair again, lower yourself down. You do that over and over, you're gonna get stronger and stronger, and it won't. You won't have the challenge of having to get yourself up, right? But then over time, because you're getting stronger, you better pull yourself up, or even jump up. Like if you have something, so basically, just stand up in the. I don't know. Like what the hell am I trying to do? Like you stand up there, so you're holding the bar right here. You're standing on a chair, a chair. Then you let the chair out. Then you just lower yourself down. Then you step back up on the chair, grab the bar, then lower yourself down. So basically, you're not working the positive part. You're not pulling yourself up, but you're still lowering yourself down. So you're controlling yourself. You're working on the negative, because working the negative will build strength, and it'll also get you used to holding your weight. So you'll get stronger and stronger without having to be able to do one at first. If you can do like 2 in a row, then shit. So do maybe do your 2 in a row, then do a couple the way I just said, like assist yourself up with a chair or something, then lower yourself down. Assist yourself up, then lower yourself down. Then over time, you're just going to get stronger and stronger, because basically now what you're doing is you're pushing yourself past failure, right? Because you failed at 2, because that gets to you can't do any more, but you could do a couple more negatives. And that way your body's gonna get stronger and stronger, because your body always wants to adapt to whatever the resistance it is, right? So if your body says, oh shit, this girl's gonna do 2 pull-ups and she's gonna do 2 more negatives at the end, I gotta get stronger to handle this. No, you don't have to hold yourself. Like, soon as you're there, like you step on the chair or whatever it is to get up there, as soon as you're there, you start lowering down right away. You don't try to hold it. Just like lower yourself and maybe count to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stop. Then pull yourself back up. Like stand back up on the chair or whatever it is you're staying on. Then 1, 2, 3. So you're immediately lowering yourself down, but you're lowering yourself under control, right? So you're not just going to drop down. You're like controlling yourself, so you actually have to use your muscles and strength, but it's in the opposite way, right? Because basically you're working, they call it the eccentric, because the eccentric is like the lowering part of the weight. Some people even argue that that's the part where you build the most muscle and strength, the eccentric. Because some people do eccentric only. Say they'll do like that thing I just told you about, but they'll put 50 pounds of weight on themselves. They can't do a pull-up that way, but they can hold it and lower themselves that way. Then their body gets used to holding such a heavy weight. Then by the time they go and do pull-ups, they're even easier. Well, there's no certain food that's really going to build strength per se. You just want to make sure you get protein in. You don't need as much protein as people say. You just need to make sure you get like a good amount of protein in your diet, right? So some kind of meats or dairy or eggs or whey protein, almonds and nuts and all that kind of stuff have fats and protein. So you just have to make sure you're getting protein in your body, right? Because your muscle requires protein to build, but it doesn't require as much as people seem to say, right? You just want to have protein. You don't have to like become a 200 grams a day protein eater or something, right? Well, shoot, I've been on here an hour and 5 minutes, okay? Well, your muscles, I guess they say repair. Well, they're going to start repairing it immediately, right? But when you're resting, your body's recovering and repairing and stuff, right? Because basically, you do the damage to the muscle when you do the workout, and then the rebuilding process is when it's repairing itself. Because it repairs itself just a little bit stronger than before, a little bit bigger than before, right? So when it's repairing, so it's almost like they say your muscles grow when you're sleeping or you're not working out, but you do the damage to your muscle while you're working out, and then the growth happens when you're not working out, when you're resting and recovering, right? And eating enough calories and proper foods and stuff, right? Well, you're very welcome, Soph. So make sure you add me on all social media. Let's get my all my numbers up higher on all social medias. And check out that video about gym community, especially if you're a younger person, because the younger people don't really understand. I guess it's more with wisdom or age or whatever. They understand the beauty of how the gym needs to be like a community, right? It's not just
that he's doing. So definitely maybe I can get a side contract and getting into that too.
Oh my gosh, sorry about that, guys. I got cut. My battery died, so I plugged it back in, but I'm going to end things anyways. So, yeah, so good night, everybody, and that'll be it.